Day 1090. It is 8 o'clock at night. I'm just finishing up some work. I crushed it today. Went to Starbucks, mapped out everything that I'm doing with Warriors of God. And I looked at it and I'm like, wow, that's a full-time business right there. Like, there are like 13 or 14 things that I have that are involved with Warriors of God. And I had this huge breakthrough and just this realization that the spirit of slothfulness, which I have not defeated yet, I need to be fully delivered from that thing. But it is masterful at making sure I don't finish anything, leaving things incomplete. And so I was looking at Warriors of God because this week I'm all in on Warriors of God and just getting it like finalized in a streamlined system and just like bringing a kingdom standard to it. And I'm just looking at all the things that I have, like 13 or 14 things that are part of Warriors of God. Like, there's a lot of things that go into it that I didn't even realize. I would have said there were like 4 or 5 things. No, way more. And every single one of them is incomplete. Most of the things are like 70 to 90% complete, but not 100%. And I'm looking at that, I'm like, wow, no wonder I feel the way I feel about like the structure and everything like that, because it's incomplete on every level. And that's exactly what the spirit of slothfulness wants. It wants incompleteness. And so I just like wrote down everything that was missing, and I have it planned out for the next few days what I'm going to work on. So today it was just mastering the morning call format. So usually I make the presentation in Photoshop. It's a huge file. It takes forever to do. There's no like, it's just such a pain to do it. And I was like, I need to make a template today. I need to make a template so I can plug in any verse with any image. So that way when I create each week is like a new sermon series, like it's a whole series. Like, it's crazy. Like, pastors will do a sermon series that lasts like, 4 or 8 weeks or whatever it is. And they'll teach 4 lessons in a month, one every Sunday. That's part of the sermon series. Well, I'm doing a sermon series every week. And so I'm teaching 5 things in a week. So that's like 5 Sundays. So I'm teaching 5 weeks worth of stuff in 5 days. And so I need a streamlined system where I could just like plug and go. And it was like, I need to create a template. Otherwise, I have so much resistance to it. Like, I need to just be able to plug in the image, plug in the verse, do the translations, add the exercises, and just be like, and get through this. Otherwise, it's just so much work to do it the way that I'm doing it manually. And so today it took hours and hours, but I put together a template. So this is the verse that we're going over now, which is the sermon series is called The Yoke is Broke. And it's Galatians 5:1, which talks about, it was for freedom that Christ set us free, therefore keep standing firm and do not be subject again to a yoke of slavery. And so I'll have the main verse there, and then we'll select the verse we're going to dive into. This is not the same verse, it's just a template. But then I'll have the breakdown of what it means in Greek for each part, and then what does that actually translate into. And again, this is not accurate. These don't match. These are just fillers right now, but that's how it'll work. So I'll have the verse in the NASB translation, and then I'll do the Greek and the Greek, or the Hebrew and the Hebrew, and then basically paraphrase what the Greek is saying, and then take that and then compare the Greek to the NASB so we can see, it was for freedom that Christ set us free. Well, it was for freedom in Greek actually means it was for the freedom to sin or not to sin that Christ set us free, which totally changes the whole verse. And then the last part will be the exercise that I have them do, where I ask questions or we do an exercise or something like that. And so I have the whole thing formatted out, and that picture in the background of Jesus and Satan, I could just change that out to whatever image matches the sermon series for the week. So it's done. That is a massive relief. And so I'm just I got all these things I need to get done. And then the next template that I have is for Tactical Tuesday. So this is where I'm like teaching specific things and just a different way to break things down. I got all my like squigglies and things that I can use, and a template. So yeah, I feel really prepared. It's a lot of work that I've just done, but it's great because it sets me up for success. And once that template's done, it's done. I don't have to do it again. And so that's very, 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 very helpful, super encouraging, and I'm very excited about it. So thank you, God. Thank you for giving me the clarity, the focus. It's crazy because I did one coaching call with a client today. It was all about helping him get clarity and focus because he's overwhelmed by all the options he has. And I was like, bro, I'm going through the same exercise today. And so it was great. So anyway, I got to get some more things done before I go to bed. Today was unbelievably productive. Woke up, went to the gym, did my Warriors of God call, which was awesome. Then came home, had breakfast, showered, went to Starbucks and worked there most of the day. Came home, had dinner, watched a little bit of a thing about the Bible, and then just started working some more. Now I need to do a few other things and get ready to go to bed and get after it tomorrow. So yeah, very proud of myself. It is done. The template for the morning calls finished, done. Never have to worry about that again. Now it's just plug and chug. So then tomorrow I'll work on the template for the Tactical Tuesday calls, which are the night calls. And I'm actually going to be doing one tomorrow night. So I'll have a template put together for it. Whew. Plus I did a bunch of other things on my to-do list. So my battle card for the day. Also today is my mom's 9-month anniversary of being clean and sober. She got clean and sober 9 months ago, which was Christmas Day. And it's just crazy how proud of her I am. Like, I couldn't be more proud of anyone. Like, it's unbelievable. The transformation is so real. And it's not just the drugs and alcohol, it's the anger, the rage, the judgment, like the temper, the defensiveness. Like, God's delivered her from like all of these things, and it's just so incredible. She's such an inspiration, and she's just such a testimony to the fact that Jesus is real as it gets, and he is the way, the truth, and the life, period. And so yeah, I'm just so proud of her, and I just know God has massive plans for her, which is exciting. So yeah, but overall, amazing day, super productive. It feels so good to just focus. So just gonna keep knocking things out. So by the end of the week, or by the end of next week, Warriors of God will be just streamlined all across the board. Rather than having 13 things that are 80% done, I'm gonna have 13 things that are 100% done, streamlined, automated, ready to go. So this is day one of that. So project one of 13 is done.